Maybe here we can push now. Okay. Now the thing is, we have to protect this square first in order to push this one. Like you take, you just take with a check. Take. 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 I might go for this. You have to take and then maybe here. Okay. Maybe he wants to take this with a check. Now he's coming for check. Just escape maybe, and then we can exchange for now. Take, and then maybe we bring here a row. Here, look for some square here maybe. This might be. Or we can even bring the rook here. Okay, so I think we have to go this way. Looking for this. Okay, we give a check, and then maybe we pick up the pawn here. Maybe check. Okay, so we're just allowing that. Check, block. We are just going to take. Okay. Then we might play this, or it's coming here. So let's play this one in order to prevent the square, and then at the same time, attacking the queen. Uh, uh, check maybe. Or can just stick. Then here maybe g4, yeah, maybe at some point, but let's see. But right now he wants to come here, so we have to keep here maybe. Just yeah, we lost some time just for our technical issue there. Okay, maybe here take. Maybe here we're looking for this. Even here, let's move the knight here. Take the queen and the knight. Okay, so we first go for this. Okay, maybe here. Maybe even this can consider. Let's go for this. Check, and then we take. This is fully in, and then at the same time we can attack this two pawn. Maybe this should be good for us here. So you have to move. Okay, why you are giving the moving the wrong piece? I don't know, just the blunder there was just a blunder there. And then his queen is falling. Yeah, maybe just blunder there. That was a blunder. Okay, let's go. Okay, just develop maybe here or even here to prevent the knight from jumping there. Can just slowly develop here, and then at some point we can just go for this. Okay, so this file is open. Maybe here. Then here maybe. Now if we take, we're going to come here. Okay, so he's not allowing that. Maybe we sacrifice, or I'm never sure. Maybe now it's not the right time. But just take the knight, and then we go for, have to back for now. Maybe here or here. Taking the knight. Okay, is that working? Ah, yeah, that's literally working. If we take with a check, is coming with a check, and that's, but we have to go for it anyway. Check. um I think we're running into trouble here in this game. Have to go this way to prevent the rook from jumping here, and maybe now he's coming anyway. No, that is, we are running into trouble here. Maybe here. Yeah, so this is just loss. There's nothing we can do from here. Just okay, we just resign and go for next game. Now we have to move a little bit careful here maybe. Here. Here maybe. Let's go this way. Just stick. Maybe here. You can even push at some point. No, jumping here is not an idea because, well, maybe we can just jump here and then jump, jump, jump. Maybe here, and then try to place the queen there and develop the bishop here. Maybe if you go for, okay, so first we have to go for this way. Then maybe here. And the thing is, you can always come here and attack the queen. Maybe here. Maybe might consider this. But that would be better for us if you like. You could just take and move the bishop over there. Now we're looking for this. And then if you're going that way, maybe we go for this way. Then we push. Push, push. You might consider this. Okay. This guy is moving a little bit back. Okay, so I might go here. And then this way, maybe. Here. Okay, so we're going this way. Place the... You can just stick. Okay. Now I really want him to take this, and then you go for this. Is this working? I don't know why I'm pushing this one. Yeah, maybe for that. Just stick with this one. Yep. Yep. Maybe now can... Not sure. Here. That you can always come here. Maybe we give a check, or maybe we can challenge for now. If you take, we're just going to take and then thinking this idea, but might not happen. This might not happen. Okay, tonight we have to trust 2100. Let's see if we can trust 2100. Maybe, yeah, 18 points. Let's see. Bro, he's just running low on time, yeah? Okay, maybe that's a little bit. We can push now. And the thing is, we have to be careful with this. If we go here, we might jump here, check, and then we might run into trouble there. So maybe we can consider this move first and then jump with the queen here. Let's see how it will turn out. But he's just running long time. Okay, we just need to fix something here. are done. We are back. Okay, bro, this just free maybe. Okay, this guy is very tricky. Yeah, see, if we take, he just want to give a, he's just looking for achievement, but we are not that full for now. We just okay. This guy is very tricky, but that doesn't work here. Okay, so 288. We need some more points to catch up. Okay, so let's go for this. Okay, he's much higher than us, 2165. Maybe we can just try to get some more points here. Okay, so we don't want to be very greedy here, but we can always protect by developing the knight there. Maybe here, so you can just take. Take. Okay, so do we take, or yeah, we just take. We just have to take to protect the pawn. Maybe at some point just develop the bishop and then looking for castle. If we take, we can just stay back, and at the same time I take the knight here. So we just go for the castle, looking for this move maybe. Okay, so what is the idea here? Maybe we can just go for this, and then I take this pawn, so he might exchange, or he might go for this. So just go for this maybe. You can just take here. Okay, he's just going back. So we just push and then try to develop the rook here, moving this way, because there's no dark square bishop here. So I think they might go for this way. Place the rook there, maybe develop here bishop, and then at some point we might consider this. So it should be good for us. And then maybe just consider here push, and then push. We just go for right away maybe. Tenis just jump in here. Maybe. Okay. Okay, let's go for this. Now this is this one we're looking for this maybe. But he can always jump here. Maybe not that good. Okay, taking there is not an option. Be back here and then jumping back, looking for here maybe, and then it that way. Now looking for this. Okay, my move back, still looking for the same idea here, but there's nothing we can do. There's not much we can do from there, so we might consider this again instead of jumping here, or do we jump there. We just here and here. If we go here, he might do double the rook, and then we might here maybe. It's still under attack, so let's edit the rook for now and look for some idea there. This is okay, so we repeat the same idea, trying to move our knight here and develop there. Maybe he might repeat the same thing. He might repeat with the same idea maybe. Okay, now he's just going for that, and maybe we don't can just push, because if we push he's trying to develop his bishop here in this diagonal, and so we don't want that. Just try to ignore for now. We don't want to activate the bishop here. I mean for this. Okay, that's better for us. Maybe that's a little bit better. But now if we go here, we might pick up this pawn, and then so we might go for this first. I think this is no. There's no point of sacrificing. At some point, you can just consider if this pawn is here, looking for a checkmate. But luckily, okay, now maybe we can go this way. Then we first take and then try to place our knight here. That will be a little bit better, because once if we go here we just exchange, and so we don't want to double the pawn here. So maybe this is, or do we go here? Maybe if we go here just push up. That's not going to work. Just place here maybe. Yeah, and then we go for, okay, or we can even place our knight here, maybe here or here. So these two are the option. The thing is, if you go here or here, you can just move somewhere and then push maybe, but you have to keep this pawn under attack pressure. So okay, I might go here looking for this, or jump in here and with the same idea. I feel like we can move somewhere, place the rook here, and then looking for this check. Okay, what is the idea here? This is the idea. He's just going to sacrifice. Just that sacrifice. Okay, that's a very interesting one, but I think we can still go for this. Okay, now we're running low on time. Push. That's not going to work. Yeah, so we are just down in exchange maybe here, because we have to take. If he comes, we have to take. So I don't know. He's going to take again. So we are just losing this game maybe. Or you can just right away go for this. Yeah, so maybe just here, and we take, exchange down and down a piece. Yeah, so this is just a loss, so we have to resign. Okay, now we have to be a little bit more careful again. Just going down to 2083, and so we have to win this game. Okay, we are playing with Datra. Datter. This guy is moving in faster, yeah. Might consider here and just push forward. Maybe go for this. Is that step here? Then we just push or just stick. Let's go for this. We need a knife for now. Maybe here. Or at some point we just jump. Okay. Let's look for some discover. Maybe we just back there for now. Then what now? Maybe no. We just stick. Let's change, bro. Okay. Yeah, I just blunder. I didn't see that. Oh, this again. That was a huge blunder. I was not supposed to play that. What was I thinking? Just take just a free knight. There's a free knight over there. Yeah. Okay, are you going that way? Maybe. Okay, if you're going that way, try to. No, but this is again one piece down. So. Maybe here. Can still go for this. But I don't know. You can always the good thing is okay. I think that's a chance for us to give a check here. Then check, but let's not walking because you can take. I think you can just go for this. Now if you go for that, you give a check. That's not working. That's not working. But anyhow, we have to take. So this is the only square here. No, not working. Okay, he's going for that. But this is just lost. Can't do anything from here. So maybe here. Maybe here at some point. But not good. Not good for us. Just check. I don't know. Maybe we just Let's go for this maybe for now to protect the knight, and then looking for these two idea. Where it goes, we go. But this is under attack. Yeah. So that's not good. Good here. Oh, we give a check. We have to go this way, or maybe, or we have. Suppose if we go here, it's just going to give a check. Okay, so if you go here, check. We go here, you give a check, and then just going to pick up our queen. So let's see what he wants to do there. Then maybe we just go for this. We go for this, but he's going to give a check, and so that's not a good sign for us. In case you go here, you just have to move the king over there. The good thing is you have to play with his time. Okay, for now we might consider, what do we have here? I'll go for this maybe, and then to look for check or take this. Protect. Now maybe here looking for this again. Okay, he just come up in time, yeah. And then just might have to go back. Can be check. The good thing is, oh, tricky guy. Let's try to pre-move and see. Yeah, so just go this way, just promote. Or if you're going there, just go for this, maybe. Yeah, so oh, you have to give check first. Okay, that was just a draw maybe, but that's not good. That was not a good game. We could have done better. Maybe here, there, here. Let's go for this. Now we have to win this game. We have to win this game. You have to protect. So he's looking for this now. So, and then at some point just go for this. Maybe here, or do we just go for this? Oh, that was not a good move again. He's just going to hit the deck, but anyhow we're going for this. He's just going to pick up. We're going to take this attack, and then looking for this maybe. It might go here. Yes, so what about again the same thing? Repeat the same thing? No. we need to move somewhere around. But this we have to chase. Hmm. Maybe go here now. Maybe here. No other move. Just take. This is under take. Try to place here. Looking for this, but this is just not going well. Here maybe. Here we try to push and just take, but just take. I think he just missed it. Then this is also falling. We can just take. think now we might be able to hold on for some time. We can even go for this and then looking for this. If you push, we come here. Then we bring another rook. That will be, this pawn will be falling. Maybe. Sometimes we're looking for this now. I take in and looking for this. Then if you push, you reposition the rook for this idea. Then now we go for this, the same idea. Now we reposition the rook for checkmate. We might have to go here, consider this one, and then we go for this, and it might go for a draw. We might go for a draw here. Alright, some point considering here, but you can just ignore maybe and go this way. It should be a draw. Oh, you can keep on checking, or you can even go for. Yeah, this should be a draw. Yeah. Check. We take. Maybe looking for this again. If you come a check, we just double push, and then this is falling. I think we can play for a win here, yeah, because he's running low on time, and so we can take advantage of the time and push forward here. Brace on the clock. Okay, maybe check. If you come here, you can just pick up just here, or we can check. Okay, we can even simply just take, then check. Maybe I think that should be waiting for us now. This is going nowhere. We just pull down and game over.